don't need to roll that around like that.
Get it out of the way.
Okay, then it's out of the way. Quit making so much fucking noise. Today we're going to start block sanding our 69 Chevelle we got over here, and we're going to dry block it. We're not wet blocking it because we have to reprime this car, but before we reprime it we have to make sure that all the imperfections are gone from it. Now, we were suspecting that this was some kind of sealer primer. It's not. It's actually a primer because it's a sandable primer. The way you can tell that it's a sealer is if you look right in this area, you can see that I sanded that, but you can see the dust that it created. That means this is a primer, not a sealer. If that was a sealer, it wouldn't have created a dust effect, and it would have gummed up the sandpaper. Are you even paying attention to what I'm trying to tell you here?
Yeah, you said that's just a primer. That's
Alright, pay attention. This is important. Alright, why are you looking out? Is there something out there on the ground you're looking at? Is there a little turtle crossing the...
tadpoles. Amphibious.
So that's actually a benefit of ours, that this is primer and it's not sealer. And what we're going to do, we're going to start hand blocking it out because that's the only way that we're going to get this fucking job done. Hello? You have to hand block sand it once all the body work has been done to it to get all of the ripples and all of the... What? Can you go ahead and finish that off, loser guy? Fuck off, dude, the weekly guy. Playing on your phone texting. That's not a tadpole.
Poor little guy.
Okay, that's not a tadpole.
He didn't make it.
That's not a tadpole. That's a lizard.
Alright,
you need to go back to first grade science and figure out what the fuck's going on. Okay?
I did 16 grades.
Okay, but that ain't a tadpole. You said tadpole, that's not a tadpole.
Well, I didn't see that one.
That's a lizard.
I didn't say
Yeah, that's a
I
lizard.
hadn't seen that when I said tadpole.
Now,
but I sensed.
what do we got to do here? What do we got to do here? What do we got to do here? Fuck that.
We got to dry sand.
Okay, since you know how to do it, I'll go ahead. Let's see what you're going to do. Go ahead.
Where do you want me to start?
I want you to start anywhere you feel comfortable starting. Go ahead and start blocking it. Let's see if you know what I'm talking about.
Which block do we use?
I don't know. You know.
Tell me what you want.
But you know, loser. You know.
You change your mind.
Put your phone away and I'll tell you. Okay?
7 messages on it.
I don't give a fuck. It's probably bill collectors.
No, they don't.
Or salespeople.
No.
You don't have that many friends.
Kind of looks like a Bengal tiger the way you guy coded.
Did you got animals on your mind or something? Did you have were you watching Natural History? You know, a couple animals fucking each other last night. It's got you horny. Did you see the bison fucking each other or something? What's up with the animals today?
Where is that?
Because all you've been talking about is animals.
I looked down here and saw a dead lizard. You got a fucking guy coat on here. Look at these stripes here.
So what? Good. They're called tiger stripes.
Apparently you were thinking about an animal when you...
No, because all morning since you've been talking about animals. Get off the fucking animal shit. Alright. What we are going to do is I have put a guide coat on this. Now I got some sanding blocks right there. Do you see that? Those are sanding blocks that are precise set of sanding blocks that I use to sand with.
Dirt block.
Doesn't matter what the fucking name is. It's a sanding block. We aren't here to advertise for the corporation.
Never.
Alright? So you don't need to say fucking names, loser. Well, you really know how to follow, don't you? So if we open it up right here, you can see this has many assortments of sanding blocks. Now the blocks that we are going to use today, the main one is this one right here, and this one right here. These are the main 2 blocks we're going to use. Can you explain to everybody why, loser guy? Fuck off, dude, weekly dude.
I don't know.
With the EA, not an EE.
I don't have any idea.
But you know how to do everything. You are the fucking guy that knows how to do it all.
You change your mind all the time.
Okay, can you sit over here so you can be a weekly student
I tell you
instead
what.
of a weekly loser?
Since I've been here almost 2 years now,
2 years?
we have never had any primer.
He's never been here 2 fucking years. You've been here, no, you've been here almost 6 months.
What are you talking about?
You came here over like May and April, not fucking 2010.
Got here in 2008.
Okay, these are the blocks we're gonna use. Now, why we're using these blocks is because if you look at the surface, it's not really super flat, it's rounded. These blocks flex with the body. If you look right there, you can see how that flexes as you're sanding. All right, this one will be used for the small areas such as this. All right, it is very, very important. Are you listening? It's very, very important that you block sand this properly to get all the imperfection out before we go back and redo our bodywork. Now, of course, you are going to be using the block sander up in this area right here, okay? That would be ridiculous. And you better not scratch his fucking glass. The reason the glass is still in the car is so we don't get his interior full of trash.
We'd have to tape it up.
And we don't want to do that. We will use the glass. That will save us materials and time. So what we'll do is we will start out by using what grit? Loser guy, please.
180.
You're fucked up and wrong. 80 grit.
God.
Because we are going to treat this job just like it was that we got it ourselves and we got to do all the body work
Right out of
ourselves.
the barnyard.
There you go. So we're going to take our 80 grit stick on sandpaper and watch how I do this now. I'm using both hands. You see that?
Yeah.
Alright, now what this is going to do, and here's a good example. Alright, let me go ahead and sand this down. I don't know if you see what I'm looking at, but I'm going to...
Oh, I already see it.
Now another thing, when you're sanding like this, you don't want to push real hard.
No, you don't want to do.
Now another thing is there's a body line here. You can see that, look. Now I'm sanding that.
Yeah, there it is.
But the main reason that we are hand sanding this and all of the guide coat has got to be gone. If there's guide coat showing you didn't sand it enough. Alright, can I have my blower please? My air hose, blower, something, loser! You have the blower?
Try to get the hose close in by the blower.
Now, if you look at this panel and focus in on this area right here, you can see that it looks like a circle. Also, up in this area right here, it looks like a circle. That's because somebody had repaired these 2 dents and they didn't fill them in properly. That dent right there probably has, that was probably a small ding that they didn't catch. This one here, the way that the edge is looking around this right here, looks like there was Bondo here and they didn't feather the Bondo up in a big enough area to make it all flush mount perfect. So that's 2 dents that we found, and you can actually feel this one with your hand as you rub across it. Alright? So what we'll do is once we sand this down with 80 grit, if Loser can get me some tape now, please. We will go ahead and take our yellow tape and we will mark where all of our imperfections are. This section's done. It's ready for body work. We got one more little fucking problem here. That's because there's a ridge that goes like that.
You said earlier, if all the guys could...
Okay, then you can sand it off yourself. I got other shit to do. I'm just going over the shit with you. If you look right here, you can see there's a shiny top on that. Do you see that little shiny area right there? See how it kind of glistens? It's a little more shinier than it's kind of left alone. You can kind of see a circle around that right there. What that's telling you, that is a high spot. Something that might have been in the trunk at one time probably hit that area and made a little ping in it, which created a small high spot. But as you back up, you can't really see it because it fades out. So it's very, very important to watch your high spots And what, loser?
Low spots.
Low spots. So we'll go ahead and take a small piece of tape and put it on there, because for our high spots, we're going to use small tape. Get your fucking ass in here. And then for low spots, we'll use our big tape. That's going to differentiate the two so we know what's going on. Get your sanding blocks. Get your fucking act together. 80 grit only. Thank you. And do you see all this black shit right here? That has to be sanded by hand. I want all that shit gone. 80 grit. You can go ahead and 80 grit this while you're at it. Because that's all going to be painted. Do not 80 grit inside here. Get to work, loser. We'll be back to check up on you. Take your time and do it right. So as you can see, block sanding to a show car quality finish is not as easy as a weekly loser thought, and it definitely ain't as easy as you thought. This car is actually a very, very straight car. It's a very clean car, but I can tell you right now, and you can bank on it, that there is going to be minor imperfectional damage that's going to need repaired. We'll be back with my friend Pete to check out Weekly Loser's progress as he block sands. Why are you pushing so hard?
I'm not.
And I didn't tell you to go in cross patterns.
You did over here.
Yeah, but look, you don't have to fucking push real hard, and you can go in circles like this. You don't have to. Slower, Weekly, slower. Concentrate on one little area at a time. Don't be a fuck ass. Don't fucking do it. Now you're wasting my time. You know what the fuck you're doing. Let's get it done. Don't go back and forth like this. You want to make cross patterns in it. Cross patterns, cross patterns. Figure it out, sand boy.